In today's video, we have in-person pictures of the new LEGO Star Wars 2023 exclusive for Lucasfilm employees, as well as I want to be covering some very rare and unique LEGO Star Wars variant minifigures that just now got discovered in 2023. Let's talk about it. Alright, so welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars video, and today I've actually got a pretty fun video. So this is kind of a topic that I've truthfully never seen really anyone talk about on YouTube, especially not these minifigures in particular. So I think by now, before I kind of get into the meat and potatoes of the video, I think we all know of, stuff like black hair Kanan, smooth hair Leia, we know like Finch Dallo, we know, the small and the large eye Padawan. We know a lot of that stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like where there's a minor difference, a minor little variant in the minifigure that could exponentially make that minifigure worth, 2x, 4x, sometimes 5 or 6x. We know all that stuff right now, but there's actually a couple new ones that have been discovered in 2023 that you guys might not know of, that you guys may just have. So we'll get into that at the end of the video, and kind of what made me think of this video idea is because of we actually have new in-person images. A couple employees finally got it in hand. They built it up of the new Lucasfilm employee gift. So we'll take a quick look here, guys. Here's the picture, and you guys will notice one big detail off the bat that is a little kind of off-putting almost. The more you kind of look at it, it almost just really doesn't look right. So we have Yoda here on top of the fountain, of course. This actually comes from Dustin M. Sandoval, Lucasfilm employee, but there's actually been 2 or 3 other Lucasfilm employees that have all posted this exact same model here. So, this is what those employees received at the end of the day, no beating around the bush. This is not just a mock-up. This is not like custom. These are Lucasfilm employees that actually built the product that they were handed by their employer. So we have the look here, and overall it looks as expected, you know what I mean? But the one biggest detail here are those legs on Yoda. In the original kind of image of the front of the packaging, the render, it looks like, look, again, I understand the entire render looks much darker than usual. That's kind of how renders usually work. But, we expected, the head to be the same, the torso to be the same as the Dagobah Yoda. And then the legs, the short legs, they look, sure, they look dark tan in the picture, but we all figured, look, this is probably going to be regular tan. And then we actually have, reddish brown or medium nougat feet. But in the real actual copy they received, it is the Dobby from Harry Potter legs. So it is, tan on top and light nougat on the bottom, which looks off-putting. Like I said, when you're thinking of Yoda, end of the day, why is there flesh tone at all on him? If anything, they should have just done, olive green instead of light nougat. If they wanted to really go above and beyond, include his little, finger or toenails, on the end of the actual feet too. Or they could have just kept them tan. And this kind of, made me think about this video here. So this is now technically a variant minifigure. So nothing's exclusive on it. Again, it's the regular, olive green Yoda head. It's the regular Dagobah, Yoda torso, and the Dobby legs all put together. But when you really think about it, and within probably a week or two now, there will be an official Bricklink listing. And if you want to be a completionist, this is a new minifigure variant now that probably won't be too expensive because, like I said, these are all pretty common parts. Of course, they're going to be bought up a little bit now, and people all trying to kind of, get this minifigure before it might be, 30, 40, 50 bucks, because the original Yoda minifigure himself is about $10 right now. The Dobby legs are about $2 to $2.50. And so all in all, you could actually make your own version of this exact Yoda that is not exclusive to this employee gift, for about 12 or 13 bucks. So quickly, as I was editing this video, I totally forgot to show you guys this. So there's actually the instruction list, with the part list actually, leaked out for this Yoda fountain build. And even in that actual parts list of the set, it does show, the Dobby legs with the official Dobby legs part number underneath it. So again, further confirms, look, this Yoda in this set truly is just Dagobah Yoda with the Dobby legs. There's that, guys. Leave your thoughts down below on this actual Lucas Fountain promo. I gotta be frank with you. Look, I almost kind of feel bad for the employees because this is one of those scenarios where if this minifigure was exclusive or not, it really just doesn't affect me. Like, me personally, I don't care about exclusive stuff. I truly don't. I understand, where they serve their purpose, and I think in a scenario like this, I really do think an exclusive Yoda, at least even for now, even if it's the exact same thing they're going to put out in the summer wave, even if like the legs were, first debuted here and then they come out in the summer wave, I really do think this is pretty lackluster on LEGO's end. I think, stuff like this deserves some exclusiveness to it, but right now, there's nothing exclusive to it. So let's get into a couple other things, guys. So These happen throughout the year a couple times, probably 2 or 3 times a year. There's a new variant minifigure discovered. You'll see a pop up on Facebook groups, talked about over on Instagram. You'll pop up on Bricklink and actually have its own listing now. So there's 3 of them I want to cover. The first one being here, guys, we have an Obi-Wan Kenobi with a tattered cape that came out in a watch set in 2009. So basically where this kind of comes from is, look, for completion's sake, this is SW1254 on Bricklink now. And all it is just the the regular Ben Kenobi hairpiece, torso and legs. It is the UCS Falcon, completely blacked out eyes, on the head. And then instead of a regular, reddish brown cape, this actually has a reddish brown tattered cape right here. So luckily I've got all the parts, in my collection, and I was able to actually make one right here. I do have parts for 1 or 2 more, over on the other side of my Bricklink side. I do have a couple more over there, luckily, but I have one for my personal collection here. And, look, overall, nothing special to it. Again, none of the parts are unique to it, but now that this is, technically an official minifigure, people are going in for, being completionist and trying to get it. If you guys can actually come together and put this minifigure exactly how it's supposed to be, reddish brown tattered cape that came on the original Troll sets from Fantasy Era Castle in 2008, 2009, and the UCS Falcon, Kenobi head, and the rest of the pieces are kind of regular. Now this minifigure is going for about $50. So definitely one of those things to kind of, be on the lookout for if you guys can make one of those figures with the extra parts. You just made a $50 minifigure. Another one really quick, guys. And again, that was undiscovered technically until this year. That just happened, about 2 months ago. Someone actually discovered, look, this random watch set from 2009 actually came with, this Kenobi instead of just a regular Kenobi. So next up, guys, we actually have a Chewbacca variant here. Another one, it's nothing super unique. It's literally just the regular Chewbacca, head, the regular torso, but instead of Chewbacca legs, it's actually got Chief Tarful legs. So it's pretty interesting that just, again, minute little things like this, now it is, SW1253. So if you're going for every single LEGO Star Wars minifigure ever, this is another one to add to your list. Take your Chewbacca, add some Chief Tarful legs to it. And, again, like I said, regular Chewbacca, $4 or $5. We all know that. But now if you add those legs to him, he's going for about $20. So again, it's one of those examples. It's not like it's going to break your bank. You didn't just come up on a $1,000 minifigure, but, for completion's sake, and even for a little bit of value sake, you can turn your $5 minifigure into a $20 minifigure with just the switch of some legs. Lastly, guys, this is a big one right here. This is one where, honestly, guys, everyone watching this video, if you guys have a Phase 1 Commander Fox from 2008, before I even go into this, pause the video really quick, go and grab yours, just go and get yours, hold it in front of you as I talk about this and show you guys these pictures, since this one's actually pretty big here. So, of course, the original one that, came out in the actual Spider, the Spider Droid from back then, the one that's been on Bricklink forever, the one that, everyone knows about, everyone thinks they have, is this one right here, which is the Commander Fox, large eyes with solid light bluish gray semicircle above the belt. So if we take a look at this one, guys, this is the one that, pretty much everyone should have in a technical sense. Like, this was what was supposed to come in that set, but there's actually been a new variant discovered, and a lot of people at one point thought it was just like a little bit of a misprint, 2 or 3 people have it, whatever, but now there's come to be a lot more people that have it, and that's why I want you guys to go check it. Sadly, I don't have this variant here, but if we actually take a side-by-side look, this one here has no, light bluish gray semicircle. It has the dark red, coming from the belt all the way up to the chest plate, and that's legitimately basically the only difference. I'll do a side-by-side on the screen right now, and if you guys have the one with no semicircle, with the dark red going all the way up the up to the chest plate, just like with the other ones, this does have its exact own Bricklink listing now. This is technically a variant of a minifigure, so for completion's sake, you would need this Fox variant to have a 100% complete collection of LEGO Star Wars minifigures. This is SW0202B. And right now, one person asking $1,000. Again, I think that's pretty ludicrous. I don't think he's ever going to sell it for that. But the price guide, there's actually been 2 of them that have sold for $200 and $400. And then you take a quick look at the, the OG one that, most of us should have, that we all thought we had. It's selling for about $100 to $150. So look, if you have the variant version, you're going to be adding an extra, you're pretty much doubling up your value on it. And nonetheless, it is a very cool piece and, unique piece that really only got kind of finalized this year of people realizing, look, this is really a variant. It's not just a slight misprint that some people have. So guys, this was kind of a video. Again, I think it was a fun video, quite frankly. I think, most of you guys probably learned something, which I'm kind of excited. I think this is something cool to kind of bring to light. And all 3 of these minifigures here go check your Commander Fox. You know, make that Yoda yourself. Get some Dobby legs, you get what I'm saying, and just make that variant Yoda. You know, cost you a couple bucks, and you can make a very cool minifigure. You know, check out for that Chewbacca. You know, throw some Tarful legs on him for a couple bucks, and also with that Obi-Wan Kenobi, if you guys can make this one right here. Again, you know, having a $50 figure just like that is not too bad, guys. So that is all for today. Leave your thoughts down below, guys. Did you guys know that these existed? What are your guys' thoughts on variant minifigures? Do you guys care at all? You know, are you guys completionists? You know, do you guys really think that, you know, these matter in the grand scheme of things of being a Lego Star Wars collector? Definitely let me know down below, guys. If you guys are wondering, I won't be streaming tonight. I'm actually gonna push it back till tomorrow. And like I said, guys, always stay tuned to the channel, since I think from here on out, I will probably be covering more of these variant minifigures as they come out, since I really do think this is some interesting news that can genuinely help some of you guys out. So I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, guys, and stay safe.